going to take you through a boat ride. I actually really like the program notes for this, so I'll just read from the score. The Congo region of Africa has long been perceived as a place of great mystery, intrigue, and danger. With more than 600 tree species and 10,000 animal species, the Congo rainforest has one of the world's highest levels of biodiversity. Among its most prominent animals are chimpanzees, elephants, gorillas, okapi, hippos, and lions. With driving rhythms and haunting melodic lines, Congolese is a musical excursion which places the listener at the center of the vast and foreboding wonderland. Here we go, let's go to the Congo. This is Congolese. Journey through middle school. We're almost to high school. This is your last middle school band concert. For some of you, it's your last band concert. And it's just been so wonderful to get to be your band teacher for this last little bit. I do want to recognize some students before our last couple of tunes. So first, we had several students who went to solo and ensemble this past Saturday. They either performed solo by themselves or in small groups. And happy to report that all of our students earned superior and excellent ratings at solo and ensemble. So if that's you, if you went and performed this past Saturday, please stand and be recognized. We also have several students who have been putting in the extra work and taking private lessons. So I'm going to call all of these names, and if you would just stand and be recognized, or wave your sticks, mallets, claves, whatever you're holding, and be recognized. Amelia Bubelis, Annalie Dine, Hunter Kaufman, Elizabeth O, Ashley Chung, Christopher Dimitrasu, Justin Suk, Julia Turner, Brian Yang, Aiden Hughes, Lily Hogue, Joseph Park, Nolan Oros, Kate Han, and Seyoon Chung. Osborne was well represented at several honor band events. I'll start with UGA's Mid-Fest Honor Band. Some 8th graders who represented us there are Julia Turner, Kate Hahn, Ashley Chung, Amelia Bubelis, Emily Chamberlain, Lily Hogue, Nolan Oros, Justin Suk, Joseph Park, and Aiden Hughes. Congrats, guys. First round auditions for District Honor Band, and it's a very rigorous process, as many of you know. And we had a large group of students who went to District Honor Band and performed with top players in Gwinnett County and all of the local public schools as well. So if that was you, I'm going to call your name. Please stand up. Joseph Park, Justin Suk, Christopher Dumitrasu, Kate Hahn, Ashley Chung, Lily Hogue, Nolan Coles, Solara Bodachan, Emily Chamberlain, Nolan Oros, Aiden Hughes, Julia Turner, and Brian Yang. Congrats. We also had 5 students make it to All-State Band, which is exactly what it sounds like. 5 students from this group were selected as some of the top middle school musicians in the state of Georgia. This is a huge honor. It's not easy, and we're super proud of the performance that they put on. So we'd like to recognize Joseph Park, Justin Suk, Kate Hahn, Aiden Hughes, and Julia Turner. Huge congratulations for that, guys. Really, really nice job. I recognized them earlier, but I do want to just recognize once more the 4 ladies who worked so hard last semester to get a great recording, to be selected to perform at our State Music Educators Conference, and then put in even more work to go perform for all the music teachers in the state. Only 2 middle school small ensembles from the entire state of Georgia were selected, and our flute choir was one of them, and that is thanks to Kate Hahn, Yuna Cho, Ashley Chung, and Lily Hogue. Nice job, guys. Okay, that's a lot of yapping. I'm gonna move on. Let's introduce somebody who has become very near and dear to our hearts. We wish that we could keep him forever, but he is close to graduation. This is our student teacher from Georgia State University, Mr. Luis DeLira. He has done an incredible job in his student teaching. The kids will tell you they love working with him. He's great. He's very good at what he does, but he's also very fun. And we think you'll really enjoy the piece that he's about to conduct. This is Ritmo y Sabor, Mr. DeLira, and the 8th grade band.
Hi everyone. If you don't know who I am, I'm Ms. Tina Christensen. I'm the director of bands at Mill Creek High School. You guys sound great. We're excited to have you next year in our program. Speaking of our program, tomorrow night we have a concert, our spring concert. It is 80s themed. So if you are a fan of Stranger Things, if you're a fan of Back to the Future, Queen, which close enough, Bohemian Rhapsody, close enough. And Indiana Jones, please swing by the theater tomorrow at Mill Creek High School. I see a couple of my students in the audience supporting their siblings. It's awesome. And then the Osborne Hawk Time Band is also performing How to Train Your Dragon and The Incredibles. So it's going to be a really fun concert. We're also dedicating it to our principal, who is retiring at the end of this year, who loves 80s music. So we hope to see you there. Also, shameless plug, if you are still on the fence about marching band or band class next year, it is not too late. Please find me after the concert if you have any questions. If you're a student, if you're a current student of mine, can you just wave, give me a little wave. You can ask them if you're too scared to talk to me. Or if you're a band booster parent or past band booster parent, yes. Or a current Mill Creek High School parent. They are also great resources, yes. Yes. All right, cool. That's all I have. Thank you, guys. Yeah, no, let's do it. Okay. All right, so the students voted on 2 awards. One is who in their class did they think is the most outstanding musician. So this is students in 8A and students in 8B. And they voted on who do they think in their class do they really admire for their hard work on their instrument and outstanding musicianship. So for 8A, that is Mr. Mario Camo. And in 8B, there was a tie between Miss Kate Hahn and Mr. Justin Sue. Students also voted on who in their class do they think goes above and beyond as an outstanding band member. So great at their instrument, but also great encouragers, hard workers, responsible, and just outstanding band members. So in 8A, we had, sorry, I'm forgetting who's in what class really quick. We had a tie between Ms. Amelia Bubelis and Ms. Lena Yu. And in 8B, the students voted for Mr. Nolan Oros. Those of you who have been with us from the beginning, you know that these kids have come a really, really long way since 6th grade. And it's hard to pick a most improved award because really everyone in this group has improved so much. Mr. Folds and I have just seen a few students that we wanted to recognize who this particular year have gone above and beyond. We've really seen you grow and just improve so much at your instrument. And so we want to recognize these students as the most improved. First is Miss Ellis Poole. Next up, Miss Madison Kennedy. And last, Mr. Nolan Coles. We have 2 students that we're going to recognize with the Director's Award. To say that these 2 kids have been, I mean, instrumental, I know that's kind of punny, but it really is true. They've played in both 8A and 8B and really, in doing that, have really helped their peers by boosting, sharing their skills with both classes. They have been there for anything that we've needed help with, anything that we've asked. They go above and beyond. They work so hard to just make the Osborne Band a really special place. So I'd like to recognize for the Director's Award, first, Miss Emily Chamberlain.
and Miss Ashley Chung. This next award is called the Brian Green Servant Leadership Award, and Brian Green is alive and well. He's doing great. We named this award after him because he was the band director here for 19 years, and he started a tradition of excellence here, and something that we really want to maintain. And if you know Mr. Green, you know that he is not a boastful person. He is not going to brag about how talented he is, even though he is incredibly talented. But he is going to work so hard behind the scenes to make everyone else's experience wonderful and to help others shine. And so that servant leadership is something that we want to recognize in our program. And typically I would only pick one, but we absolutely could not narrow it down. And these are two really special kids that I'm really, really gonna miss. They have given so much time during school, outside of school. They have invested in 6th grade and 7th grade members in our program, not just their peers, but building for the future. They are truly, they're servant leaders. They are not afraid to put in the work and just work in the background, even if it means no thank you. Like, they're gonna work their tails off to help everybody else, and I'm gonna miss them so much, but they really do embody servant leadership, and that is Amelia Bubelis and Nolan Oros. It has been such a pleasure to be your middle school band director. Let's do one more song together. And I'll echo what Ms. Christensen said. I really hope you continue in your musicianship. There's so much more beyond middle school band. It gets better. I like middle school band, but high school band is even better. It really is. Everything about it is better. So try it for one more year, see if you like it. You will. You're in great hands with Ms. Christensen and Mr. Clark. And I hope to see you again next year and in the future. And even if you're not in band, come back and say hello. I love getting to be your teacher. All right, one last piece. This is Arabian Dances. If you wouldn't mind, we really need your help. The blue chairs can be stacked